Etheria Restart. Today is going to be a bit of a different video where I'm going to talk about an awakened version of an SR. So there's an event that you can do, well, it's more of a grind you can do here where you can pick a character, basically repeat a bunch of fights for them, and you can get some materials to basically level them up is what you're doing to a degree. So recently I fully awakened one of these SRs. So what we're going to do now is just kind of take a look at the character and see exactly what the difference is. So we're going to go ahead and look at my character list. And I want to say that the little fire wheel part of it looks slightly different from the original version. I might be wrong, but I want to say it looks different. Once you fully learn all of their extra awakened abilities, which is mostly just stats, a new screen will pop up as if you're pulling a new character. Kind of like when you do a gacha pull and you pull an SSR. It does something like that for this character when you get all of their nodes completely done in the awakening. So when you're first awakening, mostly you're seeing stat boost. So HP, defense, attack, and speed basically go up as you're doing this. And then once you max everything, it looks like some of her skills get upgraded as well. Now I didn't notice these upgrades during the process, so maybe it was one of those nodes and I didn't see it, but I think that this only happens when they're fully awakened. So for the first skill, the first part is about the same. The numbers, I'm not sure if they're different or not, but the ability is more or less the same.
What's the matter?
She deals damage, and she can do, an accelerate. I'm sorry, effect accuracy bonus. But the thing that's different here is where it says legend increases the basics buff effects on all animuses by 30%. My understanding of this ability is that if anybody on the team does a buff, now the buff has to be a stat buff like attack, defense, speed, stuff like that, like a basic stat buff. That ability of that buff will be increased by more. So let's say someone boosts your speed by 100.
What's the matter?
Just having her on the team will make it 130 instead. Now, I don't know if she has to use the skill to be a thing or if this is just a passive. The way it reads, it looks like it should be a passive ability. And if that's the case, I think the best way to make a descriptor here should say legend passive. So we know that the skill doesn't have to actually be used, since her skill 1 is not a passive ability.
What's the matter?
So I don't know if she has to do the skill in order for this to work, or if it's just something that happens passively. If it does, the devs need to kind of change the wording so it makes more sense. But this is kind of cool.
How rude.
Being able to get more bonuses to everybody on the team doing stuff. I think that's cool. And I know it's not just for her because she doesn't do all these stat bonuses with her skills.
What's the matter?
Which is why I'm pretty sure this is meant for the entire team. Which it does say on all animuses, so there you go. For the second skill, I'm trying to think of what's different here. I don't have it all memorized. I want to say the chance to push back the turn meter of whoever she hits with their skill 2 by 30%. I think that's the awakened ability. Now the numbers, I don't know. But as far as the pushback, I think that's what her awakened skill 2 actually adds to her ability, which is also kind of cool. And then for her third skill, my understanding here is that the first part of the ability is the same as always, but the second part where it says increase their turn meter by 30%, I want to say that's a new ability. I don't recall that being the thing the last time, but I can't remember. But either way,
What's the matter?
You're basically getting a little bit of added bonuses to your abilities on top of raising all of her stats in general. So, is it worth it? I will say, if this is a character that you use regularly and you like the character, then yeah, it's definitely worth it. But if it's not a character you use, I wouldn't waste your time on it. I mean, that's what it boils down to, is just, do you use the character or not? But since I do use this character off and on, yeah, I think it's actually worth it. So let's do some testing to see kind of what it looks like. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna fight, whoa, we're not doing Phantom Theater. I'd never do that mode. I don't know what it was doing there. Okay. We're gonna do Terramaton, and we're gonna change my lineup here a bit, so it's gonna be a little sloppy. We're gonna take her out, which is gonna lower my DPS a bit, but the whole idea here is just kind of see her do stuff, right? So this should be good enough. So let's just see what happens.
Minor issue. I grant you eternal rest. I'll make this quick for you.
So yeah, there's a little bit of turret beater.
Check this out. How's that? Your death knell has sounded. Fire! Sword down! This is the power of thunder! Mirage and moonbeam. All is but reflection. Purifying flames. Dance with me.
Yeah, that pyramid is really good.
Eternal rest. I'll make this quick for you. Stand still.
There you have it. So yeah, I mean, if you're trying to clear, say, Terramaton, and you don't have all these characters, but you want someone to help a turn meter, I think that this SR will help you out as a support character for your other characters that are in play. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think that was on Inferno, I believe, and yeah, I mean, overall, this is just a really fun character to use if you're into her. I think that if you like this character, she's worth leveling up. I mean, she did do some decent damage, but I don't really build her for damage for the most part. But this is actually not an optimal build for her, to be honest, because I haven't been using her a lot lately. But I did rely on her a lot in my early days of playing the game. As a matter of fact, I think I might do a video in the future regarding my favorite SR characters and what carried me like the first couple of months of me playing this game before I started actually being able to build characters. She was definitely one of them, so I'll make a video about that one day. But just to let you guys know, if you happen to be fans of any of the characters that they put on that Awakening board, I suggest doing the Awakening. It'll be worth it. It took me, I'm gonna say, about a month to get it done. It could be faster if you can clear some of the more like higher difficulty ones. So it might take a few weeks to get it done. But either way, well, the only reason I didn't get it done faster was because I mainly focused on doing guild stuff. So obviously, like, I'm not gonna be able to grind those stages if I'm trying to do all the guild like things that they ask you to do. But I think that it's definitely worth it if you're a fan of the character, and I was a huge fan of this character in the early days, so I figured why not, and I do believe it's worth it.
How
So
rude.
hopefully
Do I look like
this
that kind of
will give you
person?
kind of an idea of what to expect for you to make a decision on whether, is this worth it or not. And just so you know, I do have her fully maxed out, which makes sense because, she is an SR. They're going to be a lot easier to build. So I had to be, obvious to know. But yeah, she's definitely worth building if you're a fan of her. And if you don't have other characters that could help you with turn meter push, I
What's
think
the
she's
matter?
highly worth it.
Wanna
But that's
see
going
me
to be all for
dance?
today. We'll see you next time. Later.